You can do so many new things inside FIFA 23
It's Ronaldo.
that it will be hard for me to explain each and every one in this video. You can pass the ball with your butt inside the game. If you hold the LT-L2, you can pass the ball with your bum. I guess EA had to add such a feature inside the game since they added women footballers this year. Oh, by the way, I learned a new editing trick where you can slow the footage down really slow. I know this is not an editing tips or a tutorial channel, but this software is so cool and I had to show you what it can do. You can actually blow your nose in FIFA 23. When your players are walking around the pitch, they sometimes blow their noses as an animation. They sometimes even spit out some mucus out of their noses. I'll be waiting for the next generation when you'll have the Joachim Low animation where he eats his own mucus. You can use a mobile phone inside the game. Why is this so rare and extremely difficult to pull off? Because you have to score a goal with Eden Hazard, which is almost impossible. Once you do that, run behind the goal and your Eden Hazard will grab a phone and start using it to watch some mindless videos of Jeremy Lynch. There's a new feature called Super Flick. You can throw away the ball like Gareth Bale against Mark Batra. Wait a second, what happened to Mark Batra? His career just ended after one flick. You can actually do the same thing what happened to Mark Batra. Flick your right stick and then click the RS button inside and you will see the super flick inside the game. The Anthony spin. You can perform the Anthony spin inside the game. You know the move where he does this spinneroni thing for no reason at all? Yeah, you can do that inside the game. It's called the first time spin and can be performed while holding LB L1 and RB R1 when the ball is approaching you. So when your girl is watching from the stands, you can always rely on the spin to get some action tonight. You can burn calories inside FIFA 23 career mode when your player runs on a treadmill to stay fit inside these cinematics. It's a really good addition to the game if you're using Neymar as your player career. You can add mascots to your stadium in FIFA 23. Inside FIFA Ultimate Team, you can buy mascots in from the market and add them as customizations. Sometimes they even eat the players on the pitch. Heel to ball roll. This glitchy mess is the best skill move to be added ever in a FIFA game because when you perform it, you literally teleport. Before this gets patched or even removed from the game, learn the controls right here in this revolutionary video. You can score directly from a corner inside the game. So if you see your opponent rushing out the goalkeeper, just aim right here and destroy the fuck out of his life.
Oh, it's a terrific goal. Wonderful goal. Absolutely brilliant.
On PC, you can play as every icon. If you download a squad file containing all icons and load it inside the game, you will get access to each and every icon, hero, everyone inside the game that you can let them transfer inside career mode. It's quite fun to sign Wayne Rooney for Manchester City. You can play on a 1960s pitch. Yeah, this is right. A fellow YouTuber 2Sander7 discovered this inside the game where you can switch to the Longville Stadium and you can enable a lot of grass patches on the field and you will have a house at the back and the game looks like old, like you're playing something from the days of when Ronaldo used to actually score goals. If you're playing with Mason Greenwood somehow inside the game will trap Mason Greenwood in the jail. There's a new feature called partial team press that you can use. Double tap and hold RB R1 and the game sends two players to closely mark your opponent. It can be rewarding, but it can also potentially risk putting two players out of the line when using it. Teammates continue to mark until RB R1 is released and they will do so until their stamina runs out. The power shot bug in the game. When you shoot the power shot inside FIFA 23, the camera zooms in like, and both you and your opponent are ready for something epic. But you can use this exploit inside the game to hide this zooming animation. If you hold L1 R1, which is the power shot button, right at the moment of shooting the ball, just like you used to use timed finishing, you can skip the zooming animation and still land a power shot. This exploit will be patched soon, so use it before it's gone. Can you guys please explain me in the comment section what is happening in this clip?
Really good effort. Oh, it's a penalty. Just what they wanted to avoid, given the scoreline.
A lot of people don't use this. If you double tap the R2 button, your player will come closer to you for support, and if you double tap the L1 button, your player will make a run forward, so that helps you to attack in the final third. There is a new Laporte celebration inside the game, so if you score with Laporte, run to the camera and he goes completely crazy with his arms. If you hold L2 while shooting, you will notice that your player will put a hand on his face, trying to imitate a no-look shot. This looks quite cool when done inside the game. I don't know if it affects the accuracy of the shot while holding the no-look on your face, but it does look quite cool inside the game, and you can use it in online matches to piss off your opponents. The player lock feature, this was added a couple of years ago, but I rarely see anyone using it. What you have to do is click inside your right stick and left stick together, and you will see a diamond pop up on your player. What this does is that you will never change from this player, and you can always make runs and still remain this player. Very powerful to make runs and annoy your opponents. Another powerful feature, double tap L1 and it's called the directed runs. You'll see yellow or blue arrows under your players and they will start running in a direction. Double tap L1 and then flick your right stick in the direction you want your players to run to. There's a new setting called the referee strictness setting. This feature was back in FIFA 11. I used to have fun with it, but yes, there are referee strictness settings this year, so you can select lenient, strict or default or very strict. Online matches will use a default referee strictness setting. Player personality is a feature where your player will develop a personality off the field according to the actions you perform in the game. So if you choose your life like Mason Greenwood, you will still end up in jail, and if you choose your life like Ronaldinho, you will still end up in jail, and if you choose your life like Adam Johnson, you will still end up in jail. FUT heroes were cards that were added last year, and this year you will see superheroes like Yaya Toure, Park Ji-sung, Claude Marquisio, Ricardo Carvalho. These are gonna be in superhero form because they have a partnership with Marvel, and you'll see superheroes inside the game. The new goalkeeper driven role, if you press the R1X and the RB8, the goalkeeper will go crazy on his roll and he will roll the ball as if he's playing bowling field on the football pitch. Shared seasonal progression. They realize that nobody plays Volta and a lot of people play pro clubs. So to advertise Volta more, because they can only monetize Volta, they have merged pro clubs and Volta. Now if you play Volta, you get points for pro clubs, and if you play pro clubs, don't think about playing Volta, you are doing just fine.